What's up, everybody? Good afternoon and welcome to another Skull Island Reign of Kong construction update. And it looks awesome. I mean, you can tell from this angle here that as far as the facade goes, it looks like it's almost done. Obviously, you have some scaffolding work there done on what looks to be the door area, the door mechanism, the door itself. But we'll get a better view of that once we go to the Sky High Perch. But I mean, the facade, it's looking awesome. This random unthemed building here, whatever that is, that's done. I'm really hoping in the year before this ride opens that that's going to change to something much more themed. But right now it looks like that. But the facade from here looks pretty awesome. Let's go to view number 2. Here we are at view number 2, the dead-on view, and you can see as far as here goes, it looks like the building's pretty much finished facade-wise. You can see some scaffolding work up there, as I imagine they'll be painting, or maybe adding rock work to that back wall. And then you see more scaffolding up there. Now this random cherry picker here, he's kind of in the middle. And then over here we have this structure, which we imagine is going to be some sort of an entranceway into the attraction. But we'll get a better look at that in just a minute. Until then, we'll leave you with one good straight-on view of the facade. Here we have a closer look at what I'm guessing is going to be that sort of King Kong giant face entrance into the mini land or the attraction. Obviously it's all rebar now, as you can see, but imagine that'll be some sort of a giant gorilla head you have to walk through. Gotta say, I was completely wrong about this. If you watch all of our videos, I said, oh, there's no way that thing's gonna be so close to the midway, they're probably gonna move it, when it was just this structural steel right there, like that. I said, oh, they're gonna move that won't be there. Some crane probably dropped it off in the wrong place. Well, apparently that's not the case, and this thing's going to be right there. Imagine it's going to be probably the entrance, and if it's not the entrance, well, some sort of very cool rockwork sculpture towards the land itself. What's up, everybody? Coming at you from the perch atop Camp Jurassic, showing off the Sky High view here of the Skull Island Reign of Kong construction. You can see the cranes in the background for all the Sapphire Falls stuff that's back over there. But I don't care about that. I'm not a hotel fan, I'm a ride fan, so I'm going to show you guys all about the rides and stuff going on here. It's a different look at that door area. Obviously not too much you can see from here, just a whole bunch of scaffolding. Again, looks like just the mechanisms are in place. And can't really tell too much more besides that. Over here last time we were up here on the thing, somebody let me know that they'll probably be pipes for, you know, flames and stuff like that, so that's very, very cool, even though my camera wanted to zoom in on the trees instead. Moving on, as we zoom to the right on the ride, on the side view, you've got really cool rock work that's gone up there. And then absolutely there's nothing that's happened on these two here. When we scroll to the right, well, Universal seems to have purchased the world's largest trash bag and put it on that wall there. But then if you scroll to the right here, that's kind of the stuff that I imagine you'll see on a lot of both this wall here from there on. I should zoom out. From this wall here, from there on, and then on this wall up there is kind of, that's what I imagine will probably be there. Again, you got a ride that's probably close to a year away from opening, maybe 11 or 10 months away from opening, but you still no walls on this building here. So I mean, you've got considerable time left on this construction. Yes, the facade looks like it's almost done, but a lot of it does not look like it's almost done. Moving on over here, this wall seems to be complete. That looks like a wall to me over there on the, what I imagine will be one of the final scenes on the ride, that kind of exit point or last goodbye kind of scene. Those walls are pretty much done. And then what I imagine is going to be the queue, those walls are not done. scope and scale, that is the large stone structure we walked through that we imagined was going to be an entranceway earlier. Now I'm starting to think that I just bumped my head on this beam. This building, that unthemed building, is probably like essentially a bus stop for their employees. As I know, their employee buses from back there, if you know. Because if you don't know, their employee parking garage is back behind Diagon Alley. So if you work at, Dudley Do Ride or Jurassic Park, you have to park over there and then take a bus. And I imagine that's where you drop it off and if you work at this corner of the park. And that'll pretty much do it for the Reign of Kong construction update. Let's see what else is interesting here at the Universal Orlando Resort. So while I haven't seen the movie yet, this is like the coolest thing ever because the Margaritaville shop, they have Jurassic World themed merchandise because apparently there's a Jurassic, there's a Margaritaville like in the fake theme park. That's so cool. It actually says like Margaritaville Isla Nublar on it. I think that's really neat. And yes, I'm going to go see the movie, I just haven't gone yet. I'm getting there at some point. Well folks, we're finishing up with this video update here. We're going to look at the NBC Sports Grill and Brewery. You can see they've got a wall up there on the second level, which they have not had in the previous updates. They've got a roof on the entrance to the restaurant and patio thing. They've got, well, very little done on the inside, as you can tell there, through shaky cam because I'm trying to walk to not get run over. But lots of work. You got windows up there. Looks like a patio on the second level as well. Looking forward to that being open because, well, I like beer and they're going to have about 100 beers on demand for me to drink and sit and people watch while I'm here at Universal. Plus, I mean, like right now, it's 8:25, which means the Yankees and Red Sox are playing. Huge Yankee fan, so if the the game was on here, I might sit down and have a beer, watch a couple innings with the Yankees beating up the Red Sox. When instead, it's like, oh, there's not really any sports bars here except for, NBA sitting, which is closing, and the NBA. So, I mean, that wouldn't have my game on anyway. It would be showing like the NBA D-League or whatever they show in the off-season. It doesn't matter because it's going to be only operating for another month and a half anyway. That being said, they do have a happy hour, and not a lot of happy hours left here at the Universal Orlando Resort, so that's the one thing I'll miss about NBA City. When that goes, in about a month and a half, when I get to a good stopping point, I'm going to turn around and show you the other view of the NBC Grill and Brew, which will feature the big entrance area, and 1, 2, 3, turn around, and there it is. Big kind of entrance area there. I think they're going to have a Jumbotron here. And then the giant 100-foot or so Jumbotron is going to be over there. Anyway, really looking forward to this when it opens sometime this year. That'll do it for this Universal Orlando update. Be sure to follow myself on Twitter at In The Loop Legend. Like us on Facebook at In The Loop Podcast. And be sure to listen to In The Loop Podcast, the best podcast on the internet. Just search for it on iTunes. Subscribe to get all of our videos from all over the country. And we'll see you next time. Margaritaville?